this is Celina for Rain City Creativity. I just want to show you, I'm making some scrunchies, and I thought I would just show you how I do them. I do them a little bit differently than other people, so maybe you might get some hints and tips from what I'm showing you. So let's get started. First thing is you're going to need measuring tape, fabric, pipe cleaner, a straw. I use a bubble tea straw, but you can use a regular straw. Some elastic. I use 2 safety pins, needle and thread, seam ripper, no, that's not a seam ripper, that's pinking shears, seam ripper. There's one long seam you need to sew, you can do it by hand or use a machine. So first of all, with your fabric, it measures 20 inches long and 4 inches wide. So what you do with the fabric is you fold it in half the long way with the pretty sides inside, and it will look like this. And you can pin it. I use these little pin thingies and do that. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to sew seam along the long side. I use 3/8 of an inch. Now, don't go right to the end. Just do it about 1/4 of an inch before the end. So you do your back stitching, forward stitching, all the way. And the same goes on this side. And the reason is because you're going to use your pinking shears and going to do it all the way along the bottom, the long side. Okay, and I'm not finished yet. Like that, the long side, and then the end here, like that. It has to be turned inside out. Now, how I do that is, I've tried different ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my side here and just do couple of little basting seams. Just a little basting stitch, you can see it there. And now this can be flipped over. Okay, why can't I grab this? There we go. Get my bubble tea straw. Oh, that's okay. The seam ripped through, but that's okay because I'm already flipped it through. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna just take out that, and so now we have a tube of fabric. Now you do see that middle seam, like I said, but don't worry because it's a scrunchie, so it's going to be all covered with the ruffles. Okay, now we have to get the elastic through the tube. This is how I do it. The elastic measures 19 inches. I'm going to fold it in half and put the two little sides together. So it's folded, that's the loopy end. The other end, I'm going to put a safety pin. Like that. Okay. Now the loopy end, I'm going to do is, this is my pipe cleaner. Now you can use any type of wire. I'm just going to do like a twist, like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is get my my straw again, and my straw goes through that end. I'm taking, see, it's like that. Take my pipe cleaner through. That's the loopy end. It goes through. And I'm pulling it through the straw. Like that. And now I can pull this down. Remember the tube, the straw is in there. It's going through now. Before, I don't want this end to go all the way through, so I'm going to open up my safety pin and I'm just going to pin it to the edge. That. Okay, good. Okay, so now pull that out. And so now I'm holding on to one end. I'm going to push all this in here. Other end. That out. Grab. And here are my two ends. Okay. What I'm going to do with these two ends is I'm going to take them and overlap them in by 1/4 of an inch. And this is where I take my, oh, what happened to my needle? Oh, here it is. My needle thread, and I'm going to sew across the edge. So I'll show you. I have one already. See, I have sewn. If I can bring it up. No, it's not going to focus. I have sewn that side. Now this is the other end here, and all I do is just sew through the elastic. You want to do it. Oh, did I make a big? Don't worry how it looks, because again it's going to be hidden by the scrunchie. All the way through, but just sew all the way through across one side to the other. And okay, maybe I should do another. No, I should do another stitch maybe. Let's see, from one side to the other. Oops. Oh, there, and just go all the way across. You'll end up with it looking like that. Okay. Now, oh, first move your little knotted elastic to another part of the scrunchie. Just move it out of the way so you don't have to deal with that. Okay, so now I have these. What I do is I take one side, fold it over, all the way around. What's that, about a 3/8 of an inch? Give or take about 3/8, 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch. Okay, then take safety pin, and I'm going to put it on the other side, because I just find it's just way too slippery, and it kept folding up on me. like that. So it's all folded over. Now the other side, I'm going to slip into that other folded edge. Like so. Okay. Then we're just going to have to use this for a second here. So take it, just pick up one side, pick up the other, and stitch across. Tighten up your stitches as you go. Just keep going. It'll end up being hidden. So just go all the way across, take out your safety pins, and you will end up with it looking like this. See how the stitches, they're hidden? Oh, you can see when I pull it, but they end up getting all hidden. Ruffle it up, and you have a super strength, super strong scrunchie. Hope you liked it. Have a wonderful, great day. Bye-bye.